Welcome back to Greg's Haunted Stories Podcast 2. I'm your host, Greg, and now we're going to be talking about uh, this place in Jefferson, Texas. It's called the Grove in Jefferson, Texas. Now let's begin. The Grove was known as the Stanley's Young's house. It has been listed as the most haunted landmarks. It's a 1861 historic home, and it still stands today. This place was owned. This house was owned by many people, but I'm only reading about the original owner. Why it was called after. It's called the Grove uh, of Stanley's. It was owned by a W. Frank Stanley that worked in a cotton factory in Jefferson, Texas. He got married to this lady Minerva Fox in 1860. The bride's father paid for this house for their constructed it and for their for a newlywed present. The house was finished in 1970. A year later. Hold up, no, not a year later, but 10 years later. The couple ran into some bad luck while owning this house, while owning this place. A flood destroyed their the Red River, which dropped the water levels in Big Cypress Bayou, which is adjacent to Jefferson, Texas, which led to his business not be able to do any shipping. Do no like shipping to the river, so that put him in a financially profitable. Their finance was really hurting. So in 1879, his wife died, and he moved away from the Grove, and just moved away. Apparently, after he left, like I said earlier, there was many other people that stayed there, that lived there and owned it. Now, people have heard and said that they've heard sounds and seen moving objects and things falling off the walls. The legend says that the property lies in an area where several murders happen. Now the house is used for tours, and you can actually make reservations and stay there. So, if anybody that watches my podcast has ever stayed in this house and seen stuff like this, please let me know down below, and I will be gladly to talk to you about it. This what I believe is a real story, because I found it on on two different pages, which I like to like I go off one of the websites and read stuff about it, stuff like this, and so I guess after uh, Frank Stanley moved and the other owners moved in, they were murderers. They've killed many people. So now the legends say it's haunted, which I would really want to know. And if you ever been on the tour, let me know, and I would love to talk to you about this because I believe that this is real, and I think it'll be really good and all that. Oh, and apparently in 1870, no, in 1880, with the river stuff, it was about the water, while the water was lowering, it was the U.S. Army Corps of Engineers removed the Great Raft from the Red River. So the Red River, and which is I guess connected to the Big Cypress, which is connected to the Jefferson River, which caused him to be hurt. I should have mentioned that earlier, but moving on. That I don't blame Stanley for leaving because that's just bad memories, and nobody wants to relive those memories. So, but now it's used for like weekend reservations and stuff and tours. I saw a picture of it. It looks like a small house, like a little small house. But with the several murders, dang, that's a lot. So if anybody's been there, please let me know, and I really want to know about this because this, I believe, is pure real. I really want to see this, and I want to go get down to Jefferson's, but I don't know when I can. So if anybody actually lives in Jefferson, Texas, and that watches this, please let me know, and I will be gladly to talk to you about it and discuss the story with you, because I think this would be awesome to discuss. But it just sucks that the original owner just had pure bad luck with his business and his wife dying. So I don't blame him for leaving. I would too. If my business was failing and my wife died, I would too, because I don't want to relive those memories. I would leave and get a fresh start, because I don't want nothing between just staying there. Just hurt me so much. I'm pretty sure it did the same thing to him. But it being listed as a haunted landmark, that it is awesome to know that it was listed as a haunted landmark. So, and it's a 1861 historic home. Man, that was way before my time. But if anybody knows about this or could tell me anything about this, please tell me more. Because I'm not able to go out and explore all these things, all these stories that I've done, because I'm just a small podcaster. I am trying to go big, but it's just very hard. It's just hard work and stuff. That's why I haven't really been on recording to y'all, because I'm running out of stories here. So please, if you know anything or you want to write me a story that I can read, like other podcasters that they do, people submit their stories that they've written to them, and they'll read it. That's what I want to do. I want to do and keep doing what I'm doing by reading all about these haunted places from the past that were supposedly haunted. But so please let me know, and I will be glad to talk to you about it. Like I've been told before that if you remember episode 3 when I talked about the music hall, I've heard by a few people about the music hall being haunted. So, and I've actually been to the music hall with my grandparents, because they do country music. I don't know if they still do it, like country music, old country music, and not on Saturday night. So, but I wouldn't know if it was haunted because I never worked there. I was just there with my grandparents. But I would love to know more about any of my stories that I've read in the comments. Just let me know, message me, and I will talk to you about it, and I will love talking to you about this. So, like I said, if you can, write me a story and submit your story that you've written, and through my messenger, my messenger. I don't have an email for this podcast, but if you think you got a story that's really good, I would really want to hear it. I would really want to read it and be able to present this to y'all. So, as due, thank you for watching. I will be doing more stories, probably tomorrow, because I'm gonna be up all night tonight doing more stories, trying to find more stories, because I'm trying to do a lot of catch up. So please subscribe, like, and comment on my Facebook page and my YouTube page. I really want to do this for a full-time job. So thank you and good night.